If you are over 60, this video could be one of the most important health messages you'll ever hear. Because while many teas are celebrated as healthy, the truth is, not all teas are safe, especially for seniors. In fact, some teas that are marketed as healing drinks could quietly damage your heart, weaken your kidneys, or even make your memory worse. Now, before you panic, let me reassure you, tea can also be one of the most powerful daily medicines for your body. The trick is knowing which teas to avoid, and which one tea you absolutely must drink every day if you want to stay strong, sharp, and independent. So, here's what I want you to do. Imagine we're sitting together, sipping a warm cup of tea, and having a friendly chat. I'm going to walk you through the 4 dangerous teas you should never touch after 60, and then I'll reveal the one tea that can protect your heart, your memory, and even help you live longer. Stay with me until the end, because the most dangerous tea is probably sitting right in your kitchen right now. And the healing tea. It's something simple, but almost nobody over 60 is drinking it daily the right way. Now, let's begin with the 4th most dangerous tea. At first glance, detox teas look healthy. The packaging is usually green, covered with leaves, and full of words like cleanse, slim, or refresh. You might see them in health stores or even in your local supermarket. They promise to flush out toxins, melt fat, or reset your system. But here's the truth. Most of these detox teas are not gentle at all. They often contain strong herbal laxatives, plants like senna or cascara. While they can make you run to the bathroom quickly, they don't actually remove real toxins from your body. Instead, they flush out water, important minerals, and sometimes even disturb your natural digestion. Imagine this. You drink a detox tea, and suddenly you feel lighter. But what really happened? You didn't lose dangerous belly fat or harmful toxins. You just lost water and valuable electrolytes, like potassium and magnesium. And for seniors, this is a serious danger. Low potassium can cause muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, and even put you at risk for heart failure. Here's something many people don't realize. Your kidneys and liver are already natural detox machines. They work every minute of your life to filter out waste. But as we age, these organs lose some strength. So instead of helping, these so-called cleansing teas actually overwork them, making your kidneys and liver struggle even more. I once worked with a 72-year-old woman named Margaret who was drinking a detox tea every evening to stay slim. Within months, she started experiencing severe cramping, dizziness, and low energy. Blood tests showed her potassium levels had dropped dangerously low. Once she stopped the detox tea and focused on drinking regular water and natural herbal teas like chamomile, her energy and strength returned. So, what's the takeaway here? If you see a tea promising a quick cleanse or overnight detox, stay away. Your body doesn't need fake cleansing. It needs gentle support. The best way to detox is through eating whole foods, drinking enough water, and giving your organs the nutrients they need. Now, this next one might surprise you because it's often seen as a fun and trendy drink. I'm talking about bubble tea, also known as boba tea. You may have seen younger people sipping it through big colorful straws, with little chewy balls at the bottom of the cup. It looks playful and harmless. But for seniors, bubble tea can be one of the worst choices you could ever make. Here's the thing. Bubble tea is basically sugar in a cup. A single serving can contain more than 40 to 60 grams of sugar. That's like eating 10 to 12 teaspoons of sugar in just one drink. Now, why is this so harmful after 60? Because as we age, our bodies become less efficient at handling sugar. The pancreas, which produces insulin, slows down. Your cells become less responsive. This makes sugar spikes much more dangerous. Imagine pouring spoon after spoon of sugar directly into your bloodstream. Your blood sugar shoots up. then crashes down. This doesn't just leave you feeling tired or shaky, it also increases your risk for type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and memory problems. In fact, research shows that high sugar diets accelerate brain aging, making conditions like dementia progress faster. But bubble tea doesn't stop at sugar. The boba pearls, at the bottom, are usually made from tapioca starch. That means pure carbs, with almost no nutrition. And to make them chewy, many brands soak them in syrups and artificial flavorings that are full of chemicals your body doesn't need. Some bubble teas even contain non-dairy creamers that are loaded with unhealthy trans fats, which can clog your arteries and raise your risk of heart attack or stroke. Let me share a quick story. A 69-year-old gentleman I worked with, named Robert, loved bubble tea because it reminded him of his granddaughter. They would drink it together every weekend. But after just a year of this habit, his blood sugar levels spiked dangerously, and his doctor diagnosed him with prediabetes. When Robert cut out bubble tea and replaced it with unsweetened green tea, his blood sugar returned to safe levels within 3 months, and he still enjoys tea time with his granddaughter, but now in a healthier way. So what's the takeaway here? Bubble tea might look trendy and harmless, but it's really a sugar bomb in disguise. If you're over 60, your body simply cannot handle this kind of overload. Instead, choose teas that are naturally calming and sugar-free, like green tea or herbal teas, where you can add just a touch of honey if you want a little sweetness. Now, the next tea might surprise you, because it's one of the most common teas in the world. Many of you probably drink it daily, especially in the morning or with friends. I'm talking about black tea. Now, let me be clear. Black tea itself is not evil. In fact, when enjoyed in moderation, it can offer antioxidants and even some heart-protective benefits. But here's the problem. When black tea is brewed too strong, or when you drink too much of it, especially after the age of 60, it can quietly harm your bones, your kidneys, and even your heart. Here's why. Black tea naturally contains a compound called oxalates. When you drink it in small amounts, your body usually handles it just fine. But when the tea is brewed very strong, or you drink several cups a day, those oxalates start building up inside your body. They don't just disappear. Instead, they can bind to calcium and form kidney stones, those sharp, painful stones that can send you straight to the emergency room. And for seniors, the risk is even higher. Why? Because kidney function naturally declines with age. Think of your kidneys like filters that have been working non-stop for 60, 70, or even 80 years. They're not as efficient as they used to be. So when oxalates pile up, your kidneys struggle to keep up, and stones can form much more easily. But that's not all. Drinking very strong black tea also reduces calcium absorption. Over time, this can weaken your bones. And after 60, bone strength is already a big concern. The last thing you want is to raise your risk of fractures just from drinking too much tea. Let me tell you about Maria, a 74-year-old woman I worked with. She drank 6 to 7 cups of strong black tea every single day because she believed it was keeping her young. But over time, she started suffering from joint pain, back problems, and finally, a kidney stone so severe she needed surgery. Her doctor linked it directly to her overconsumption of strong tea. When she cut back to just 1 mild cup a day and replaced the rest with gentle herbal teas, her pain eased and her bone scans improved. So what's the takeaway? If you enjoy black tea, that's okay, but keep it moderate. Stick to 1 or 2 cups a day, and don't brew it too strong. And balance it with calcium-rich foods like leafy greens, almonds, or even a little yogurt to protect your bones. Now, here comes the #1 most dangerous tea for seniors, and it might shock you because it's one of the most popular drinks in America. It's sold in bottles, cans, and fast food restaurants everywhere. It looks refreshing, especially on a hot day. I'm talking about sweetened iced tea. At first glance, It feels innocent. After all, it's just tea with a little sugar, right? But the truth is, many sweetened iced teas are loaded with as much sugar as a soda. A single 16-ounce bottle can contain 40 to 50 grams of sugar. That's about 10 teaspoons in one drink. Now imagine drinking that every day. Over time, it can silently harm your blood sugar, your heart, and even your brain. Here's the thing. After age 60, your body simply doesn't process sugar the way it once did. Your pancreas works harder, but produces less insulin. This means your blood sugar spikes higher and stays elevated longer. That repeated spike and crash cycle doesn't just leave you feeling tired. It damages your blood vessels, weakens your memory, and pushes you closer to type 2 diabetes. But the problems with sweetened iced tea don't stop there. Many bottled or restaurant versions also contain artificial additives, preservatives, and sometimes phosphoric acid, which can weaken your bones and stress your kidneys. And since many seniors already struggle with bone loss and reduced kidney function, this combination is especially dangerous. Imagine pouring spoon after spoon of sugar into your tea. Would you drink it then? That's exactly what happens inside those bottles. It's just hidden behind fancy labels like refreshing or natural flavor. Let me share George's story. George is a 68-year-old retired truck driver. He used to drink 2 large cups of sweet tea every day, believing it was better than soda. But within a few years, he developed type 2 diabetes and constant fatigue. His doctor warned him to cut the sweet tea immediately. When he switched to unsweetened herbal teas with just a squeeze of lemon, his blood sugar improved, he lost weight, and his energy returned. Today, George says, I never knew something as simple as sweet tea could steal my health. So what's the takeaway? Sweetened iced tea is basically soda in disguise. If you enjoy iced tea, make it at home. Brew regular tea, chill it, and add a slice of lemon or a touch of honey if you need sweetness. That way, you control what goes in, and your body will thank you. Now that we've talked about the 4 most dangerous teas for seniors, let's finish on a positive note. Because the truth is, not all teas are harmful. In fact, there's one tea that's been studied for centuries, proven to protect your heart, sharpen your mind, and even strengthen your bones as you age. And that tea is green tea. Why is green tea so special? Well, it's packed with powerful antioxidants called catechins. Think of catechins as tiny bodyguards that protect your cells from damage. As we age, our bodies face more oxidative stress, basically, wear and tear from years of living. This stress can damage your heart, weaken your memory, and inflame your joints. Green tea's catechins act like a shield, reducing that damage and slowing down the aging process. But that's not all. Studies show that green tea improves circulation by relaxing blood vessels and lowering blood pressure. For seniors, this is incredibly important because stiff arteries are one of the main reasons for strokes and heart attacks after 60. Drinking just 1 to 2 cups of green tea a day has been linked to lower cholesterol, better blood sugar control, and reduced risk of heart disease. And let's talk about the brain. Green tea contains a gentle natural stimulant, L-theanine combined with caffeine. Unlike coffee, which can cause jitters, this combination gives you calm alertness. Seniors who drink green tea regularly often report better focus, sharper memory, and even protection against dementia. Some studies suggest green tea drinkers may have up to a 30% lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. Imagine keeping your mind clear and sharp, simply by sipping a warm cup each day. Green tea is also gentle on digestion. Unlike the sugary teas we mentioned earlier, it doesn't spike your blood sugar. Instead, it supports healthy metabolism, which can help with weight control. And because it contains anti-inflammatory compounds, it can even ease joint pain. Let me tell you about Linda, a 72-year-old retired teacher. She started a simple ritual: 1 cup of green tea every morning instead of her usual sugary chai. Within months, she noticed she had more energy, her blood pressure dropped slightly, and she even lost a few pounds without changing anything else. Today, green tea is her daily medicine in a cup. So here's the takeaway. If you want one simple, affordable, and natural way to protect your health after 60, make green tea your daily habit. 1 to 2 cups a day is enough to bring real benefits. Add a squeeze of lemon to boost the antioxidants, or enjoy it plain. Just avoid loading it with sugar. Let the tea itself do the healing. So my friends, now you know the truth. Not all teas are created equal. Some, like detox teas, very strong black tea, and sweetened iced tea, may look harmless but can quietly drain your energy, damage your bones, stress your kidneys, or even push you closer to heart disease. But here's the beautiful part. You are in control. By making simple changes, like cutting back on those harmful teas and replacing them with healthier choices, you can protect your body, your mind, and your independence. And remember this: staying healthy after 60 doesn't have to be complicated. It's about the small daily habits, the little choices, that add up to a stronger heart, sharper memory, and more energy to enjoy life. Just 1 cup of green tea a day could be one of those powerful habits. It's like giving your body and brain a daily shield of protection. If you've been drinking some of the dangerous teas we talked about today, don't feel discouraged. Change can start today. Swap 1 cup of sweetened iced tea for green tea. Replace 1 overly strong black tea with a lighter herbal option. Every small step is a victory for your health. And I want you to imagine this. A year from now, you wake up with more energy, clearer focus, and stronger bones, all because of the tiny daily choice to drink the right tea. That's the power you hold in your hands right now. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with a friend who also loves tea, and don't forget to subscribe for more simple, senior-friendly health tips. Together, we can build a healthier, stronger, and more joyful life after 60. And before you go, tell me in the comments, which tea do you drink most often? I'd love to hear your story. Stay strong, stay healthy, and until next time, take good care of yourself, because you truly deserve it.